What's going on, everybody? Austin here. In today's video, I want to show you how you can make $100 to $200 in even more money on the back end of using Google Maps. And I know this may sound unreal to a lot of people, but this is a very simple business model that you can start with no experience, no capital, and really not too much time. Like, this is a totally free method for you to start making money online. I'm gonna show you everything step by step in this video, so make sure you pay attention from beginning to end so you don't miss anything. And for those of you who are new here, we talk all things entrepreneurship and making money online. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, smash that like button for me, and let's dive into this computer. So you see right now we are on Google, this most simple website you could be on. So there's plenty of ways to access maps and stuff, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I would approach this business model. I would go, and the first thing you're going to want to do is type in Google Chrome. If you don't have Google Chrome, search for Google Chrome. I don't know how you browse. You may browse with Safari or I don't even know. I have Safari and Google Chrome. I think some people have Firefox, but come in here on Google Chrome, download the fast secure browser. I already have it. You'll want to download Google Chrome for the sake of this video. Now let's go ahead and go back to Google. And once you're in Google, we're going to start with what they call maps. So I'm just going to type something in. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find service-based businesses. I went ahead and typed therapy, Biloxi, Mississippi. So obviously I reside in Biloxi, Mississippi. You don't have to reside where you do this. You could do this virtually in many different cities and states around the country or what have you. But what we're going to use is the maps button. And when I mean service-based business, you want to look for businesses that provide a service, whether it be a physical therapist, whether it be a chiropractor, whether it be a fence building company, a pressure washing company, any business that provides a service to other people and they want to be found on Google. So what we're going to do is click maps right here. I want to look in maps, and I typed therapy, Biloxi, Mississippi. So you'll see from right here, all these red dots are where these are businesses inside of Biloxi, Mississippi, inside the zip. If I zoom out, it'll populate more, but on the left-hand side, we're going to look at different businesses. So obviously the first one's an ad. You'll see a couple that have really good rankings, but if you were just to scroll here, this is how you're going to find customers or clients. And we're going to scroll, and I'm going to, usually what stands out to me is somebody with very little reviews or something like that. So what you're going to do is you're going to click it. And right now you'll see that they don't have all of their information. What you're really looking for is right here where it says claim this business. That means this business has not been claimed, which means it is not optimized for Google listings, Google My Business listings. So you are going to want to look for people like this, and you're going to personally want to reach out to them. Now I'm going to show you the difference. You see there's no hours here. It doesn't have much information. The photos, they're just satellite photos. There's no actual like decent photos, and they don't have a lot of good reviews. They only have 3 reviews. So this hinders businesses. Because what do you think whenever you try to find a business? You look for ones with good reviews, ones that have a lot of information and stuff like that. Let's show, for example, let's go back to the results, and let's just go to the very first person, PT Solutions of Biloxi. You see they have an indoor picture, they have 38 reviews, and look at all the information they have. They have websites, they have hours, and you see it says manage this listing. It doesn't say claim this listing. That means this listing has been claimed and all the information is input, and they are being optimized for the Google Maps, which definitely helps. And the reason why I say this helps is let's go back to Google real quick and let's type therapy in Google. And the very first thing, if you search for anything on Google, how do you search? You type what you want, and then the very first 3 things you'll see, or 1 to 3, is going to be ads. These are guaranteed by Google, so these are ads that are running. So this is subconsciously, this is where people browse. They browse the very top part, and then you'll see the very first 3 in Google Maps. So when you Google something, if it doesn't pop up here, most of the time you don't look any farther. So this is what you want to do. You want to optimize listings for clients to be up here. And then let's just click, you could click view all. And now we're going to find the one we were looking for. How far down is it? It's not too far down. Obviously, you see where I live, there's not a bunch of therapists, so it's not that hard. But that still hurts the results in comparison to everybody with 5 reviews and all of their information. And so what you would need to do is you would find, and again, this doesn't have to be where you live, but you would click them and see, now you could pull it up side by side. You could kind of compare them to other companies. And then it's missing so much. Do you own this business? Suggest and edit, add business hours. There's so much information here. But what I'd like for you to do is you want to reach out to the owners or the company and see if they'd be interested in letting you help optimize their Google listing. And how you would do this is you would essentially just go to their website, should open that in a different tab. And then as you can see, one of the ways you can get a hold of them is to just call them. You can call them. I personally prefer to email them. Sometimes the emails are right at the bottom of the page. It's not here. You can scroll back up. You could click the contact page and see if they have an email in here. Again, I don't see an email. They do have, all they have is their phone number. So you could reach out and talk to them over the phone and let them know exactly what service you provide. And what you would say is, hey, I'm such and such from a business or whatever, or just say I'm such and such. I optimize Google listings for clients. And I actually saw that your business is not optimized for this. If you were interested, I'd be willing to do this free of charge. If you're willing to do it for free, you got to think every time you do something for free, it gets paid back because of reciprocity. So people, when you do something for somebody, they almost instinctively think that if they get value from it, they're going to just do something for you. That's just kind of how it works. You could either do it for free or you could charge them money. That's totally up to you. But remember, I told you, you can monetize the back end of this later on down the road. And it's super simple for you to start and do it for free and then start getting slight results. And either way, they'll be like, okay, this does work. And then you could negotiate other things, like maybe run ads for them, maybe fix their website if it needs updating. There's so many other ways you can monetize later on the back end of the business that you don't strictly need to focus on it on the front. Because if you offer to do something for free, almost everybody will say yes. And that is the biggest thing, is getting your foot in the door with a big company, because like you can get a retainer that pays you $1,000 to $2,000 per month for every client you have, if not even more. They may have advertising budgets that they can allocate to spend X amount of dollars in ads and stuff like that. Let's go back real quick. So that's how you would reach out to them. And another thing I like to do here, I want to hit back and back. One way I like to do this, where they at, is if you see they're way down here, I click them, they pull up right here, and you can see how blank it looks. If you could get access to their email, I like to take a screenshot of the of all of this, all of the information, and just show them where they're ranking compared to other people and explain to them why. And the reason I like to do a screenshot and send it in an email is because they're more likely to respond to something that grabs their attention and brings value to them. Be like, hey, look, this is where your problem is. And if they can physically see their problem, they're more likely to respond, because I'm sure they get a lot of emails. And if they just have to read it and you try to explain it and they don't understand it, it may be a little harder. So if you could definitely get a screenshot, or if it's local to you, and you could get them on the phone, get an in-person meeting to explain how this works. And you're probably wondering, okay, well, that's cool and all, but how am I actually supposed to do this? Well, it's super simple. There's plenty of methods. I'm not going to get into it in this video, but what it's called is citations, which are literally doing listings and stuff like that on Yelp, Facebook, MapQuest, and there's plenty. And if that sounds difficult, all you really have to do is go over to YouTube and type "claim Google My Business." How to claim my business. How to use Google My Business. Go to YouTube and look for that. How to do citations for Google My Business. Go to YouTube and look for that. But if you don't want to do it yourself, you can outsource this for relatively cheap and get even better results. Obviously, if you don't have any capital or you didn't charge them, you're going to want to do this for free. Go to YouTube, learn how to claim Google My Business and do citations for the business. Obviously, it's not too hard. Plenty of tutorials on YouTube. It'll just take you a little bit of time. However, if you charge them $100 or $50 or $200, you could go over to a website called Fiverr. when you go to Fiverr, you'll want to go right here where it says find services. What Fiverr is, it's a freelance website where other people with skills can list their freelancing gigs or their jobs so you can hire them to do this for you. So right here, we're gonna type in claim Google My Business. And you will see there's local business citations, just like I said. So I would look through here, I would compare reviews, and I would look at the price. And what I like about this one right here, immediately that I see, and again, you saw that I looked at the first couple and I see somebody I like, this is probably who I'm going to go with. But this one right here doesn't look bad. This one doesn't look bad at all. I actually love this one. So even though I was stuck on this one, if you look, I will do best local citations, Google My Business for local SEO. They have 792 reviews and they have 5 stars, and it starts at only $5. So if you click this, you can see exactly what they do and what they give you, and you get best 30 live local citations. So they're gonna do 30 citations. I'm an expert on citations. I'll do my best. And this is what they do. Please provide me the following information, which you can get directly from the business that you talk to. And it's only $5. $5. You could literally give that away for free. And like I said, if you give a business free business, you come over here, pay $5, so you lose $5. Just don't drink a coffee that day. And then guess what? Reciprocity will kick in once the business starts seeing success, or you deliver what you told them you're going to deliver absolutely for free. It's a no-brainer. And then you guys can build that rapport, you build that relationship, and then now maybe you could run ads for the business and stuff like that. And I know that may seem like a lot. And in this video, I don't really go over ads, but for you to run ads, go back to Google and just type the word skill shop. And then you'll go to skill shop with Google. And then you can hit get certified, go to Google Ads, and then hit Google Ads search certification. This will teach you how to run Google Ads. There's plenty of different ones that we could just go back to browse, or go back to right here, browse Google Ads, YouTube Ads, Google My Business. You can learn how to do Google My Business right inside of Skillshop. Skillshop on Google teaches you everything about Google and the services they provide. So you could just definitely come in here and learn as much as you can, and you can provide these services to other businesses that don't have the skill yet. So I hope you see the power of that. But let's go back real quick and do a recap. Go over to the Google Maps, look for local businesses, look for ones with low reviews, no reviews. Like, look, this has no reviews. And like, it says own this business, it's questioned. And like I said, and the best way to look for this is directly on Google Maps. We're actually in the search bar. So if we go back to the Google Maps, which is the very first one where we went to Google and we went to Maps, and then we just like, look, nothing, Encore, there's nothing, there's no reviews, there's nothing, but they have a website, but they didn't claim their business. They have 0 pictures up here. There is no photos. Like, there's nothing, there's no reviews. There's nothing good about this. So nobody, I'm not saying they're not getting business, but just imagine how many more leads and patients they will get through their door if they can rank this. Now, if you could let them know that you can really help rank them and you're willing to do that absolutely free, there's no way they would tell you no. All you got to do is show them this. Be like, look, this is horrendous, guys. Click their website, reach out to them via phone. Let's hit contact us, and just call them. And if they have an email them, but call them, show them you're a real person. Be like, hey, look, I tell them what you do. I help optimize Google listings for the Google My Business listings. And I notice you guys aren't even on page 1. You're not being viewed. You have 0 reviews. You haven't even claimed your business. Is this something you would be interested? Absolutely free of charge. We could get started on it today. And if you like what you see, then we could discuss details further. They're not going to say no. So I hope that really helped. If that helped you, just go ahead and do me a favor for helping you. Click that like button for me. It helps the algorithm. It helps me get my channel viewed more. That's what I'm trying to get out there. I'm trying to get as much value out to as many people as I can. Hit that subscribe button for me. And if you want to know my #1 way to make money online, I will definitely leave that in the link description below. It'll be the very first link. That is my go-to business model, and it's affiliate marketing. So if you're not new here, you know what it is. If you're new here, then check out that link in the first link in the description. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.